Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Caitlin. This is going to be episode 2, which this is the second time I've tried to record it. I did try to do it last week, but I had too much going on and then couldn't figure out how to edit a little piece in. So we're just going to start over again while it's fairly quiet. My kiddo is still in school. The dog just got picked up from doggy daycare, so she's exhausted, which is great. So hopefully we can kind of get through this quick and get this up for you guys. So I have quite a bit kind of that I want to talk to you guys about and just kind of show. The first thing being, a few months ago, my mom came to visit, and we went to Hobby Lobby. She ended up picking yarn out to make hornets' nests, because apparently hornets will not build nests around other hornet nests, so we're going to try them, see how they do. I'll have to let everyone know here in the next couple months if it keeps them kind of away, or, less of them. So, altogether, I made 8. There are 6 of this color. I'm going to try not to show them all just because I don't want to be here forever and make you guys look at all of them when they all kind of look the same. So you start up here, and I'll make sure I link the pattern. I found it on Etsy. It is a paid pattern, so I'll make sure it gets posted. And so instead of buying stuffing to stuff these with, I save my plastic grocery bags, so I ended up stuffing all of them with grocery bags, and it seems like it works just fine. So yeah, and it's in the pattern that you do this little hook kind of towards the beginning, so that's added in with the pattern, which is really nice. So there are 8 of those, so that I have 6 of this color, and then I have 2 in this dark brown color. I don't know that it really matters, probably, what color the hornet's nests look like. So those are all done. A few are going to go to my mom, a few might go to my sister. I'm not sure if I'm going to try any or not. We will see. So then I went on to Yarnspiration and ordered some yarn, which this is a project I'm going to have to start probably fairly soon to have done in time. So I ordered 2 big guys. These are the Red Heart Super Savers. These are their jumbo rolls. So in one of these, it's 35.3 ounces, 1,000 grams, 1,855 yards, or 1,696 meters. So I got one in, I think they call this one cherry red. And then I got one, which this one is the same specs, is just white. So one weekend, my sister and her husband and all of us were together at my parents' house, and they brought a stocking that my sister's husband got when he was a baby, that his grandma or great-grandma made. So my sister asked if I could kind of make one for her, so we'll kind of see how that goes. This is a pattern, I'll link it on Maxim is where we found that. So, it doesn't have anything written. Looks like it's just the chart when you get into the vase. From what I can tell, you're supposed to knit it flat. But I was trying to do it in the round. I started one and then got frustrated and just cut it and threw it because I was getting upset, which is fine, just because I haven't done color work. But when I'd go to add the white in, it would scrunch the face in, so it was frustrating me. So I do have some red and white left from when I started that first one, so I may reuse some of that stuff before I get into these big balls and try it in the round again instead of flat and see if I can get it a little looser, like if I just go up a needle size or something. So I might start that soon just so I can have it, one for my sister and then one for their baby by hopefully Christmas time this year. So we will see how that goes. So I have been, which I just kind of want to share, working on this Tunisian corner to corner blanket, which it's really huge, so I'm not going to hold it way up. I had followed at least to get it started and then to do the decreases, a YouTube video from TL Yarn Crafts. So I'm on the decreases now. Like this blue up here is where I'm decreasing on both sides. So I used a red and a blue to do the increases, and then used a red to make it more rectangle. So now that I'm through with this red, this blue is now decreasing on both sides. So hopefully I can finish this soon. This is, I'm not sure where the hook even is on here. I'll just use this guy. Oh, sorry guys. So these are, I'm using a Tulip Tunisian crochet hook. So it comes in this little case, which I will look for it on Amazon and link it. This was one of the higher recommended ones. Tony, also at TL Yarn Crafts, did a little series on just different Tunisian crochet hooks, and these were one of the higher rated ones that she really liked. And they're really nice to work with. The cord, so where the cord attaches to the needle actually swivels, so it moves, which is supposed to help with some of probably the bigger projects from what I understood. The only thing I'm not super crazy about, which it comes with this fancy little gauge deal, which is fine, but I've noticed that where the size of the hook is rubs off. Otherwise, I mean, they're really nice hooks and I like them wooden, but I might start shopping around for metal ones here in the future. We will see. And with working on this blanket, I decided to go on Amazon and actually order the straight Tunisian crochet hooks. So I'm kind of hoping to get, because when I first started learning Tunisian crochet, I was just using these. So I'd like to try and get into some of these smaller projects again, you know, headbands or dishcloths or something like that. So I ordered a set which goes from 2.5 millimeters to 8 millimeters, and then I ordered, which I haven't taken them out yet, a pack that has a 9, a 10, and an 11 in it. So I'll have to kind of find a project to work on with that stuff, which I'm sure in some YouTube rabbit hole I will find something that's just like, okay, that's what I want to work on. So I have some yarn to share with you guys, which I'm kind of hoping for some opinions. Last episode, I showed you guys I was working on this blanket, which it is bigger now. It's called Brand's Blanket from Montana Crochet. It's like a moss stitch in the round. I will link it down below. So that is a project I am working on, but I have a bunch of yarn I ordered. Some of it was her Halloween club, some of it was just stuff she had in her shop. But Freckled Whimsy, she has a couple monthly clubs, which I actually signed up for her nature. It's a nature box and just her yarn of the month club. So it's just the yarn that you get every month. So we will probably add some of that stuff in here. Sorry, I'm trying to open these bags so that you guys don't have to listen to it a ton. But I would like to try and use some of these, mostly because I'm not sure that I'm going to use them in socks, but I might. I'm thinking either a granny stripe blanket, granny square blanket, or one of those Brand's blankets patterns. So let's see here. So there's one that the tag got ripped off of, which this was one of her Halloween club ones. So I'm thinking of those 3 blanket patterns, or even something different, but it would be nice to kind of use some of these in a blanket. This one I'm pretty sure was also a Halloween club. So for hers, I get the Serendipity base, which is her 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. They're 460 yards in the 100 grams. So I'm thinking of trying to kind of combine all of these into a blanket, which it being fingering might take a while, but you know, it's a light blanket, which is fine. So we'll see what you guys kind of think about sticking all of them together in a blanket, and what, like, when you guys look at all of these, what pattern do you kind of think of? So this one, I think she still has on her website, which I might go and order some more just because I really like those purples in it. And there's like this greeny, which it doesn't, not showing up right. It's like a greeny teal, really pretty color. What's the name of that one? So my thought with some of these is to use the main skein, and then, like, if I finish this in the blanket, then add a stripe of the mini into it, which this is very pretty. I like this one too. I actually watched this second movie, which I should go and watch the first, but it's so, I already have a hard time focusing on stuff, and that movie was so distracting. It was a little much for me, but it is totally fine. We made it through, and I mean, she has very pretty yarn, and like, I like that this one's nice and bright with the orange. few more. Sorry, guys. So, I would like to try and do a blanket out of these, which, again, is going to probably take a while, but I'd rather have some of this go into something I can look at every day around our house. My little one loves blankets, so she would love to have something, and this stuff is so soft and squishy that she'd love to, she would love it. Okay, so we'll see if I can hold some of it all up. So I'm thinking granny stripe, granny square, rectangle, or that brand's blanket. Using the full skein first, and then using the mini to separate. Like before I start a new full skein. So let me know kind of what you guys think. Otherwise there's not, I'll organize these here in a little bit. Okay, and I did order. So last episode I showed you guys the yarn Bliss box that I signed up for. So I went onto her website, and with those boxes, I don't know if it's every month that she sends that. I'll have to see when I get my next box from her. But you get a little discount code to go back into her shop to buy stuff, which she's got a little some extras and stuff in there. But she had her yarn, some leftover yarn from last month's box. So I ordered those, which it might just be my eyes, but this looked almost a little pinker than purple in her pictures on her website, but I'll take the purple. It's very pretty. So this is Candy Hearts and Sweet Love, and this is her Hardy Sock, which is this person's version of a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, and there's 463 yards in these ones. So I'm really thinking I'm going to wind this up. I'm going to wind the first box I got from her up, and I'm thinking of doing a couple shawls, maybe. Maybe we'll do one crocheted and one knit or something like that. And see how it goes. So, if you guys have ideas for shawls, let me know for sure, but I do have a couple I think in mind for that. So yeah, I know it's been a couple weeks since I put my first episode up, so I will try to kind of be consistent with it, with uploading stuff, just because it is kind of fun to share and get ideas from everybody else. So hopefully I will see you guys again in a couple of weeks, and I will keep working on some stuff to share. So we will see you next time. Bye.